Welcome to another Monday Motivation Moment with Life Coach TA. I am Terry Ann Porter, Life Coach TA. It's another Monday afternoon. It's been a busy day. I realize some of you probably have the day off. I've got quite a busy schedule today. But whether your schedule's busy or not, we always need that time for a break. And today is Monday. I have my tea in one hand, my confidence in the other, and I am facing today no matter what. I'm so excited you decided to join me. I'd love to know, are you watching me live or are you watching by replay? Please make a comment below and let me know. I've been doing a lot of thinking today. And when difficult time comes, I get some negative self-talk. And I've had a lot of people recently in my talking about this ask me why the tiara. Well, the two do go together. It started when one day I was really just filled with the negative self-talk. And I said to my husband, I think I need a tiara to remind me that I'm a woman of value. He went and got me one. I like to wear the tiara because it reminds me of who I am and whose I am. I'm a child of God. That makes me a princess. And a princess is an ambassador for the king. I am an ambassador. And the crown reminds me, the tiara itself reminds me that I'm representing Christ. And I have to be mindful of this in all that I do. But even with it in there, that self-talk sometimes, that negativity likes to sneak in every once in a while. And I realized I have to change my perspective. I mean, that's what the tiara does for me. It helps to make that switch in perspective. Now, what you have to do, though, is you have to allow yourself to come up with new ideas, to change your perspective. And you can block it. You can block it. You know new ideas coming in. I'm staying the way it is. I'm keeping this negative mood. Or you can choose to look for new ideas. The new idea for me was the tiara. Now, with the tiara, I did some research one day and I went to looking for royalty. Okay, if I'm going to declare I am part of royalty, what does it mean? And how can it help me? Let me tell you some things that I learned that I found so interesting. I learned, do you know that you are not allowed to initiate a conversation with anyone of royalty? So to my negative self-talk, I say, don't start with me. You don't have permission to talk to me. During a formal dinner, when the queen stops eating, everyone stops eating. It doesn't matter if you still have one more bite of that delicious, scrumptious chocolate cake in front of you. The queen has placed her fork down, declared the end of the dinner, and you have to stop eating. To my negative self-talk, I say, you stop chewing on my life. My past failures, my perceived indiscretions and inaccuracies, stop chewing on that. Now, a non-royal must never, ever touch a person of royalty. To my negative self-talk, I say, you keep your distance and you stay out of my head. Most importantly, when in the presence of royalty, you take your lead from the royal person. So to my negative self-talk, I say, leave me alone. I bet you think that woman is crazy. She's silly. And yes, it is silly. It is silly to wear the tiara around the house, at the mall. But what it does is it reminds me what's going on. And the thing is, it helps to change that perspective. Other people see me and they'll comment and they'll smile. And I will in return smile. And it's that smile that will allow positivity to start to seep through and break through the negative self-talk. And that's what it's needed for. Now, yes, this works for me. It may not work for you. And you know what? That's okay. But I challenge you. Find something that does work for you. What is it that you can do that will cause that little slight opening in your thinking, in your perspective, to allow other ideas and positivity to seep through and to start to defeat those negative self-talk thoughts? Everyone has to find what works for them. For me, it's the teddy bears you see around me. It's the tiara. It reminds me of faith like a child. Faith, trust, believe. Takes me to a whole different state and frame of mind. So how about you? It may not be teddy bears or tiara, but what is it for you? I would love it if you would comment in the chat box. What do you find that helps you to change your perspective? Because remember, when you change your perspective, you're going to find new possibilities. These new possibilities are going to create some pathways, various directions that you can go. Now, which one do you choose, and how will you proceed? I love sharing these moments with you. If you find any of these topics of interest, I would love to share it with your women's group. I can even expand it. Contact me through my website, lifecoachta.com. Until next week, however, I will keep on my tiara. I will defeat that negative self-talk, and I'm going to face the world with my tea and confidence. Until next week, may your week be terrific.